All right. So let's just go within for a moment. So take a breath and let us just give blessings right here and right now for being here in the presence. And just take a breath in. And so I recognize that in this moment and every moment to come, that God is. God is the all and the all. And all of it is God. All of it is God. And in this allness, we are. We are the light. We are the expression. We are the vibration of this energy that I call God. We get to be the life, expressing as life itself. And what do we know about this life? We know that this life is good. We know that this life is God. We know that this life is our life now. And each of us is an incarnation of eternity. And so we get to be the imprint of love forever and ever and ever. And as we are that imprint of God, as we are that imprint of love, as we are that imprint of joy, as we are that imprint of peace, that imprint of the ones who have passed on are imprinted on our hearts, on our souls, in our spirit. And so we call them in for this service in remembrance of their presence in our lives. We invite them in now, and we give blessings for their presence. We give blessings for the service. We give blessings for the memories, and we give blessings for all of the experiences that fills our lives with such joy. We give blessings for the sorrows. We give blessings for the grief. We give blessings for the mourning. And we give blessings to just be. To just be as we are. There is no right. There is no wrong. There is just being. And so we invite our ancestors. We invite those that we love, that we made family, in now. And we breathe in and feel their presence as they breathe with us, feeling the rhythm within our very bones. And we breathe. And we be with them now. As they are always with us, we are never alone. They watch over us. They clear our paths. They protect us now and forevermore. And so we are grateful for having known them. And we are grateful for them having known us in a way that many do not know us because they see us, they know us, they love us, they thank God for us, and they will always welcome us home. So I release this, giving blessings for everything and everyone, everywhere, here and beyond. knowing that there is no separation, there is only oneness, here and beyond. And so we let it be, we let it be, we let it be. And so it is. Amen. So we have two readings, and I'm really grateful to Sekou and to Susie for representing our community of love and joy today. So first we're going to have a reading by Sekou, and it is called To Learn from Animal Being by John Donahue. So we are remembering our pets. And this morning when I woke up, I have not thought about this cat in a really long time. When I was a teenager, we had a cat named Gravy. Guess what color it was? Gravy. It was gray. But I could get the brown because Gravy's brown, but no. It was gray, Grayie. That's how we spelled his name. And he was a finicky cat. He did not like to be pet. He wanted to be left alone. And he passed away, and his memory came to me today. I'm serious. I haven't thought about this cat in decades. And I woke up, and there was Gravy on my mind. So they're in our midst. They're in our midst. So Sekou.
So I feel like I should join in. I should join in and give it a pet memory. So there's this cat outside my mom's house. I was visiting my mom in Nashville, Tennessee, and this cat came out of nowhere, and I put my hand down to pet it, and the cat went up my arm, just up my arm, and curled up around me, and I was like, wow, this was really, really inspiring. And the cat was loving. This cat was loving, and what tripped me out is that it was a period in my life when I was upset about something. I was really upset about something, and that cat came around for days, and he would run up my arm. And I've never had a cat do that. I've even owned pets. I haven't had cats run up my arm before, so that cat was very special to me. So wherever you are, Spot, I shall. All right. To Learn from Animal Being by John O'Donohue. From To Bless the Space Between Us. Nearer to Earth's heart, deeper within its silence. Animals know this world in a way we never will. We who are ever distanced and distracted by the parade of bright windows, thought opens. Their seamless presence is not fractured thus. Stranded between time gone and time emerging, we manage seldom to be where we are, whereas they are always looking out in the here and the now. May we learn to return and rest in the beauty of animal being. Learn to lean low, leave our minds locked, and with freed senses feel the earth breathing with us. May we enter into lightness of spirit and slip frequently into the feel of the wild. Let the clear silence of our animal being cleanse our hearts of corrosive words. May we learn to walk upon the earth and with all their confidence and clear out stillness so that our minds might be baptized in the sense of the word, and the wind, and the light, and the rain. Ashe.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My reading is called We Remember Them by Sylvan Kamens and Rabbi Jack Reamer. At the rising sun and at its going down, we remember them. At the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. At the blueness of the skies and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of the autumn, we remember them. At the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us, as we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. When we have joy we crave to share, we remember them. And when we have achievements that are based on theirs, we remember them. For as long as we live, they too will live, for they now are a part of us, as we remember them. Thank you.
So I want to share a reading from Ernest Holmes and what he says about immortality. And this comes from the Science of Mind text. It is human to grieve over the loss of dear ones. We love them and cannot help but miss them. But a true realization of the immortality and continuity of the individual soul will rob our grief of hopelessness. We shall realize that they are in God's keeping and they are safe. We shall know that loving friends have met them and that their life still flows on with the currents of eternity. We shall feel that we have not lost them. They have only gone before. So we shall view eternity from the higher standpoint as a continuity of time, forever and ever expanding, until time as we now experience it shall be no more. Realizing this, we shall see in everyone a budding genius, a becoming God, an unfolding soul, an eternal destiny. And so it is. Ashe. So, this is the part of the service where we all get to participate more fully. So, you may not have gotten the memo, but I asked everyone to either bring a picture or an item that represents a person or a pet that they would like to bring into the remembrance service. Now, you'll know how Rev Melissa rolls. You'll know I got you. If you didn't bring it, I got something for you. So, I have these hearts, cardboard cutout of hearts, and someone will come up and pass this out to anyone who needs it. And you're going to take, if you have a pen, I have markers, and you're just going to write the name of the person or the pet that you would like to remember today. And what we're going to do, and I'm going to demonstrate this in a minute, we're going to take a clip. We're going to take a clip, and we're just going to clip it on this remembrance tree. Say it again? Yes, yes. You can put more than one name. I have lots of hearts. So if you want to do 10 names, you can. Okay? Take as many as you would like. I have more. For those of you who are joining us on Facebook and on Zoom, we want you to participate too, because we know there's no distance. We're all connected. So if you have a picture of someone that you lost that you would like to bring into this remembrance service, please have their picture with you or something that represents them. Or you can take something, a piece of paper, and write their name on it. The same to those of you who are joining us on Facebook, and also to those of you who might be joining us later on and watching the replay. We want everyone to participate if you choose to.
Just write the name?
Just write the name. That's it. So while we're doing that, I'm going to share a practice with you. It's a Sufi practice of remembrance, and it's called Zikr. Is that right, Sis?
Zikr.
Zikr?
Zikr.
Zikr.
Yeah.
Okay. I looked up the pronunciation, and they said Zikr.
Well, it depends who you ask.
Okay.
Both of them work.
Zikr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a zick.
Zikr.
Yeah.
Like a Z.
Yeah.
Zikr.
Sorry. I was just making things up. Not like a zick sound.
So I became in such gratitude with the Sufi practice of service when I was at the Parliament of the Religions this past summer. And it's a huge conference that happened in Chicago this year. And there are thousands of people who attend. And the conference was about 5 days long. And every day, the Sufis made homemade lunch for all of the participants for free. And they served thousands of people. The only thing we had to do was show up, take off our shoes, cover our heads, and sit down, and they would serve us. And the food was delicious, to say the least. And so I wanted to bring their energy into this service today. Because the people that we are remembering and the people who have made an imprint in our lives and the pets that we are remembering and the way that they have imprinted and impacted our lives has been a great service to us. Yes? They have served our lives in such a special way by just seeing us and accepting us just as we are. So the Sufis aspire to remember God in every moment with each and every breath. This remembrance does not belong to the mind. It is not an act of mental recall, but is the remembrance of the heart and awareness of our innermost state of union with God. The zikr is a repetition of a sacred word or phrase. It is often one of the names or attributes of God. The zikr can be repeated vocally or silently, and we will be doing both. In some Sufi orders, It is chanted at group meetings, producing a dynamically powerful and intoxicating effect. When this is shared as a collective remembrance, the world of duality disappears. For in the Abu Sayyid recollection is forgetting everything else besides God. The silent zikar can be inwardly repeated at all moments and thus becomes a continual prayer of remembrance. But whether repeated vocally or silently ultimately takes us beyond words, beyond form, to the heart of hearts. He whom we call upon is always present. She who we call upon is always present. They who we call upon are always present. So we will create an altar of wholeness and remembrance of our loved ones. Our theme for December is living as wholeness. And today's topic is in the name of wholeness. And so, in the name of wholeness, we remember, we remember, we remember. So, I'm going to invite everyone, one by one, to come up here to say the name of the person. And if you have more than one person, say it like quickly. And one attribute of God that they represent to you. Is that clear? Mm-hmm. On Zoom and on Facebook, you're invited to do the same. So speak the name and the attribute of God that they represent to you. And if you're in space with someone, I invite you to participate in this with them. So I'm going to demonstrate. So I have a picture of Darwin M. Davis. He passed away last year. He was everything to me. He was my boss, he was my mentor, he was my friend, and he was one of my biggest cheerleaders. And the attribute of God that he represents to me is love. So then, I'm going to take this clip, and I'm just going to put this, not like that. We're going to flip it right there, okay? So this is how you all are going to do it, because I said a little bit more. You're going to come up, say the person's name, Darwin M. Davis, love. And when you say their name, we're going to repeat their name, and we're going to say Ashe. Okay? So Darwin,
Ashe.
love. So the floor is open. And if you don't want to, no pressure. You can give me your heart, and I will do it for you. You can write the attribute on the heart so we know what the attribute is. Okay? But I would really encourage everyone to participate. Ashe. And so we know that they are represented here also in the altar of wholeness. And I just want to speak the names of the ones that we don't know their names, of the ones who may not have anyone to call their names. of the ones who go unnoticed and unrecognized in the world, but their presence is powerful. And so we just call them into the space because they were here and they matter. Ashe. I want to call into the room anyone who passed this physical plane due to acts of violence, acts of war, acts of hate, acts of separation. Ashe. And so part of the Zakar remembrance is to repeat a word, an attribute of God. And one of the attributes that came up for many of us is love. So let us say love together. We're going to say it, repeat it 3 times. We're going to say love, love, love. Take a breath and repeat it 5 times together. Okay? Love, love, love. Take a breath. 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 And so we say it out loud and then we say it in the silence. So I invite you to just close your eyes and go within and just feel their vibration of love surrounding you. And we silently say, love, 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 5 times. Take a breath. We remember, and we shall never forget you. Ashe. So look at our beautiful altar that we created together today. Isn't it beautiful? So at the end of the service, if you want to take your heart, you can take it with you, and anyone that put pictures or other things, you can retrieve that after service also. Okay?